Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I would like to share a dream I had last night actually. And I got so much insight from that dream and I think a lot of you will benefit from this as well. So I was having a conversation in that dream with somebody I do not know. But he was like a teacher figure in that dream. And I asked him about somebody I met a few years ago. And I asked this person in my dream if we do have a stronger connection to certain people, if that is actually a thing, that we just feel more connected to somebody, that somebody has more meaning in our lives basically, or if it's the meaning we give to certain people, things, circumstances, or situations. And that person in my dream smiled at me and said, "It's the meaning you give to things." And then he asked me, what is the difference between this person who you believed you had such a strong connection with and a random stranger you meet on the street who smiles at you? And then it clicked for me. It was the meaning I gave to that person. And then I woke up and it still got me thinking about this. So I wanted to film this video and share my thoughts with you because I feel like this is a really important realization, that we choose to give meaning to people, to things, to circumstances, to certain situations in our lives. We give them so much meaning that it makes it challenging for us to let go of them. I think we've all been in a similar situation like this before, where we met somebody, we fell in love, we pictured our whole lives together, then that relationship ended, and we fall into this deep dark hole that we can't seem to get out of anymore because we gave so much meaning to that person, to that relationship, even if it only lasted for a few weeks or a few months. And then we have to ask ourselves, is this person actually the right person for me? Or did I just assign a very strong meaning to that person or this situation? We get attached so easily based on that meaning we give to things. Or then it got me thinking about another situation where a few years ago, I think like maybe 10 years ago, I wanted to work in Berlin. And that was my dream. I really, really wanted to move back to Berlin and I wanted to work there. So I applied for a job, everything went super well, but then I didn't get the job. Now back then, I gave so much meaning to that rejection. I believed I wasn't good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm too stupid, that is why I didn't get that job. When actually that is completely not true. I was simply not meant to move to Berlin at that time, and I can see that very clearly now. Because I'm not choosing to give that situation a negative meaning anymore. Me not getting that job simply means it was never meant to happen. And I can just allow the situation to be what it is without giving it any meaning. Because not getting a job doesn't mean you're stupid or worthless. It simply means that wasn't a job for you. Simple as that. So now that you've just listened to my dream and everything I've explained, think about what situations and people you give so much meaning to in your life and how that meaning makes it so difficult for you to move on and let go. Like, what meaning do you give something that doesn't allow you to move forward in life? And I think you know exactly what that is. And I think I spoke about this in a previous video, how we give so much meaning to our negative thoughts when they're actually completely neutral. And I apply this to everything in my life now. Everything is neutral. Absolutely everything. It's the meaning I give to something. And don't get me wrong, I mean, we're not robots. Of course, you're going to be devastated when a relationship doesn't work out the way you expected it to work out. Of course, we will experience heartbreak and sadness. That is completely normal. But it's all about the meaning we give to something that doesn't allow us to move on, that doesn't allow us to let go. Because I know I have been in situations like this where I was clinging onto a person for years and years and years because I choose to hold on to that meaning I gave to that person or this situation of how things should have been. And this is where we go back to acceptance. We need to accept what is happening in our lives and then just go with the flow, move forward. That is what flow really is. Just seeing what happens, allowing whatever needs to happen, instead of creating so much resistance, because that will just result in more pain and suffering. So when I met that person many years ago, I could have just let it go. I didn't have to give that situation so much meaning, but I chose to do it. And I'm grateful I did, because now it allows me to talk about this. Now it allows me to share from my experience, because this experience helped me so much. But I also know it will never happen to me ever again, because now I understand it's the meaning I give to something. And all pain and suffering always comes from the mind. So when your mind is telling you, no, it has to be this person, I will only be happy with this person, I only want this person, you are creating pain and suffering for yourself based on the mind. And why would you do that? Why would we do that? It doesn't make any sense. You assign meaning to things, people, and situations in your life, and that is all it is. So now you have a choice. What choice do you make? What meaning do you assign to situations in your life? Our subconscious mind, it likes the predictable future. Even if that means it's forcing you to stay in situations you do not like to be in because you're so fearful of making a change, you're so fearful of the unknown. The subconscious mind will literally make you stay in situations that are not good for you simply because it's familiar. Even if sticking to the familiar means more pain and suffering, it will still do it. And this is where we need to make a conscious choice to change our lives, to stop giving meaning to things that don't need to have so much meaning in our lives. And we will be able to move forward quite quickly and effortlessly, and we will be able to move back into flow. And that is all I have for you today for this video. Maybe I will start a series called like a dream diary or something, because my dreams lately, they have been wild. And sometimes there's so much insight in them. And I spoke about this in my last video. When consciousness is communicating with us, it's so challenging for us to discern what is actually the product of our own minds, of our egos, patterns and loops, and what is actually coming through from consciousness. And I feel like our dreams, they are a really beautiful way for consciousness to communicate with us, because we are in a state of, let's say, it's easier for us to receive a message because our mind is shut off, essentially. So yeah, listen to your dreams. There might be something in it for you, like there was for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment sharing your experiences. Maybe you've had a dream lately that you would like to share that will help other people. If you would like to book a personal session with me, you can head to my website. The link for that is in my bio. I offer healing sessions, coachings, as well as tarot readings. I'm sending all of you so much love, and I will talk to you in my next video.